Welcome to the Oregon Outback Trail. Let's ride. Woo! We recently went on a 4-day, 3-night bikepacking adventure of the Oregon Outback Trail. Come join along as we share the last and hardest part of our journey on this final episode of our 3-part series. And stay tuned to see how I get out of this pickle. Yeah, we're stuck. Alright. What is the matter? Oh, Aaron. Because my tire is rubbing against the... Oh, God, Aaron. There he goes, off into the sunset. At least I'm in a shade. He sucks. I shouted for him. He looked back. I don't even know what... Come on, Aaron, come back.
We're Aaron and Carly, desk monkeys by day, outdoor junkies, and in the in-between. In a previous life, Aaron served in the military, and I spent 14 years in public education as a high school counselor. But these days, we're busy making tracks and following life's trails to live more fully and intentionally. Follow along and adventure with Affinity Forest as we explore the outdoors, give back to our communities, and learn that life truly is better when you're off the grid.
As we woke up to day 3 of our adventure, we mentally prepared ourselves for the challenging day ahead. The Oregon Outback Trail is a desolate and remote mix of interconnected gravel backcountry roads that will leave the rider feeling truly out there and off the grid, relying on limited water sources and supplies. After 2 days of full day riding in 85+ degree heat, fully loaded down with newbie legs, we were a little trepidatious as the morning of day 3 arrived, and we had saved the highest mileage and biggest water carry of our trip for this 3rd and final day. With 122.6 miles behind us and 76.3 miles ahead of us on this final day, we had 5 liters of water each to get us there. Having never quite covered these kind of miles in such short sequence of time before with heat and weight, we were nervous, yet up for the challenge. Knowing I had physically trained, hydrated, and fueled my body as best as possible for this day, I spent the morning in meditation and mindfulness practice, dialing in my mental game for the challenges of the day ahead. Breath work combined with light stretching and yoga, along with mindful moments of connection with myself, mind, body, and soul, and a spiritual-like communication with the natural world around me, thanking the universe for all the gifts it provides in my gratitude practice. Setting my intentions and gathering a positive mindset for the day are all things I've been practicing both on and off the trail. many miles ahead of us between our morning campsite and our squishy bed at home, it was time to hit the road.
There we go. Day 3.
7 o'clock. Day 3. Happy Memorial Day.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
As we pedaled the road out of Silver Falls, I let my mind wander on the kind, hard-working people we had met during our short overnight in town. Having grown up in many different small towns across Oregon and Idaho, I had felt at home in a way that I haven't felt in quite some time. With the sun rising to our right, promising a hot day, the morning part of our ride took us through wide open land dotted with ranches and cattle, with a ribbon of gravel road cutting straight through it. We pedaled on toward Fort Rock State Park, 14 gravel miles away.
Welcome to the watering hole.
The Silver Lake RV Park and this campground at the watering hole adjacent to Fort Rock would make excellent places to rest a weary bikepacker on their journey.
I could see why
It's like 68 degrees. 68 degrees. 9:15. I think we're like 14-15 miles in. We're at the watering hole.
Yeah,
Watering hole.
Oh yeah.
And Aaron says it's like 60 miles to Bend. At first I was nervous, like this is the last water for like 80 miles, but he says it's like 60 miles. We can do 60 miles. I'm rocking 5 liters.
Way more arrow, so yeah.
I'm gonna camel up
Out here, if you're not going that fast. Yeah.
and we'll get on down the trail.
Delightfully finding water at the watering hole, we topped off our bottles while saying goodbye to our bikepacker friend Bob.
Bob! Yeah! The watering hole, man. That was a nice ride, huh?
Yeah.
Much smoother than the other gravel road.
That was nice. Yeah, I liked all the little ponds along the way. It was really nice. Little birds hanging out.
The birds were singing their songs.
Saw some mallards.
It was shortly after this point that we waved goodbye to Bob, who was continuing on for the second half of the full trail. Meanwhile, we diverted from the official trail shortly after departing Fort Rock, reluctantly pointing our handlebars in the direction of home in order to have our butts back in desk chairs for work the following day. We long, slow elevation climb of the day, as the landscape slowly evolved around us, changing from high desert open plains to tree-dotted Deschutes National Forest.
Entered Deschutes Forest. Trees are starting to sprout up. Starting to pass under some shade now and then. Feels pretty good. To Bend. This road goes all the way there. All the way bumpy there. I think it's like 10:45. I think we're doing good. But you know, I'm learning. Miles are not equal. What kind of terrain are we gonna have? Changes everything. Not even just the climbs and stuff, but like this is pretty soft gravel. It's like extra and bumpy at times. Yeah, but I guess they say it's gut robbing. It takes more energy out of you. It's like right into the beach. But still, 50 miles! And I'm feeling that banana. Thank you, banana. Get me up this hill. Alright, I'll see you down the trail. This is the Oregon Outback Trail. This is what it's about. How you feeling?
Great. How you feeling?
Good. I mean, physically I feel good. Today feels like a sweat challenge. Hydration.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing a lot of sweating and I've peed a lot. Which is probably good. Probably good because I'm...
We're gonna have water. The camera's like always crooked. I don't know why.
Because it's upside down. I mean, it's backwards and upside down. On the road again!
My bike stopped working, and I'm all alone.
Yeah, okay, so we were just riding along, saying 7 miles to siesta, second breakfast, and then bad noises back here, and my back tire stopped working. And here we find ourselves. All right, what is the matter? Aaron. There he goes, off into the sunset. At least I'm in a shade. He sucks. I shouted for him. He looked back. Okay, we have a tool. I can't really move it, can I? Yeah, we're stuck. Something is stuck. I don't see anything. Okay, that works. Maybe it's, oh man, because my tire is rubbing against the rack. Oh, my rack is loose. Oh God, Aaron. Come on, Aaron, come back. Huh. I don't even know what. Oh, I see. That came off. Okay. Oh, maybe he's coming back. That's the problem right here. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I should take my weight off. Is there a bolt involved with that once you get it back on? It looks like probably.
Shucky darn.
Okay. So there's, oh, see how easy that was? Now, if only I had a bolt to stick in there. Because I think that's, I mean, it might get me down the road a little bit. What does it look like that's the bolt? Oh, maybe I have one of these. Oh, ooh, this one's loose too. Okay. Ooh. Let me. Okay. We go like that, and then. How many miles back did I lose the other one? Nah, that's nice and tight. Okay. Now, let's just check. Maybe it just fell out. I doubt it. That doesn't make sense. It would have fallen a long time ago. Seven miles to siesta. Okay. Yep. So maybe I have one? Let's look.
Standing in the middle of the hot gravel road here, I had a sudden flashback of myself sitting on the cool living room floor of our apartment a week prior to our bike trip. My bike and gear splayed out before me in preparation. Digging through the bags, I'd come across two mysterious tiny black bolts tucked away in a bag. I held them up for Aaron to see and asked, "What should I do with these?" I had been ready to toss them out. Remembering his answer, I excitedly hurried back to my broke-down bike in the middle of the Oregon Outback, in the middle of our hottest and longest route day. His reply, "No, don't toss them. Put them in your bag here next to your multi-tool, spare tire and patch kit." Ah, that Eagle Scout, always looking out.
Okay, please fit. Oh, maybe? Please? Come on, baby. Woo! Look at me saving my butt in the middle of the outback. Haha. All by myself. Just your regular certified bike mechanic. Okay. Okay. Nice and tight. Okay. Boom! All right, let's saddle up and get down the road. See if Aaron ever comes back. It's like that thing in Finding Nemo. Let's see how the little fishy does when on their own. Let's not rescue the fishy right away. Let's see what Squirt does when they're flying solo.
Oh my goodness! Whoa, kill the motor, dude. Let us see what Squirt does flying solo. You so totally rock, Squirt! Give me some fin. Noggin. Yeah. You rock, dude! Curl away, my son! Oh, it's awesome, Jelly Man. Little dudes are just eggs. Leave them on the beach to hatch. Cuckoo, ka-choo, they find their way back to the big old blue. All by themselves? Sure. But, dude, how do you know when they're ready? Well, you never really know, but when they know, you'll know, you know?
Okay, so you definitely check your bolts every night after you ride, maybe in the middle of the day, just to be sure on your rack. You have an extra bolt. That was all Aaron. I was like, I don't need those. Bam! She moves! That was the spot that I did cool shit. Okay, here we go. I did it! I rescued myself. I feel so accomplished. Alright, 2-second breakfast. And to tell Aaron all about it. Well, I was not hollering for joy back there. My rack fell off. The back rack. And then I couldn't move my tire.
Fix it?
It's 11:43.
No.
Yes, thanks to you, because you gave me that extra bolt. 2 extra bolts. I had to take everything off. I had to figure out what it was because I couldn't figure out why my tire. It just went rah, 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 and it would move. And what it was it was on this side, but this popped out, and then this was a.
You gotta have another bolt there, huh?
And then this.
Did you find the bolt?
No, I think the bolt fell off a long time ago because this one was loose. This one was about to fall off too. You might want to tighten your bolts. Or check them.
So what bolt did you lose?
So I lost this bolt on this side.
Well, where is it?
Oh, it's
How'd you fix it?
because you gave me those 2 extra black ones.
Oh.
Thank God.
You give me your tools?
Yes. It was a moment. So that's not so bad. And I knew you'd come back eventually. It was quite an adventure. I'm proud of myself. I might not have been able to had it been anything, but.
I stopped for like 8 minutes.
Yeah, good strategy. I was like, well, there he goes up the hill.
Speaking of hills, we had a lot more elevation to climb for the day, and it was already noon. As you can see, I was feeling quite accomplished and confident after tackling that mechanical issue of my bike rack on my own. However, looking ahead at the dusty dirt road ahead of me, I knew the day's challenges weren't over yet. It was time to knock out some miles if we wanted to be sleeping in our own bed that evening. Not to mention, our 5 liters of water each was dwindling as the day's heat wore on. So at this point, plans for my favorite meal of the day, second breakfast, was sadly scratched and replaced with our new plan of reaching the height of our elevation climb of the day, where we would stop for a late lunch break. It was time, as they say, to put the pedal to the metal. We each put our helmeted heads down and pedaled into the heat of the day, watching our legs pump the pedals and listening to the sounds of bike tire moving through gravel.
came from that way. Ugh. We're going that way. And there's a purple butterfly. Hello. Yeah, this section's the last last little climb. Quick break, hydrate, electrolytes. All day long, son. Here we go. Huh. Oh, God. Woo. Oh. The main climb. It's that picture on the map I saw. The graph. I'm picturing that graph as I pedal up here. Where's the top of that graph? This section is pushing me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this trail is just so soupy, and it's so steep, and it's so hot, and my pack is so heavy. Putting on my bike.
There were a few false summits along the way.
Guess that wasn't the top, eh?
Well, it's this one then.
Can we rest for a bit? What time is it?
This has got to be the last little lip.
It's like 90 degrees. You think, but you know, it just keeps going. But if it's not that one, we're stopping. I said that like 2 hills ago. I was like, I'm gonna stop. And then you were all, you lied about the half mile, by the way. This is longer than a half mile.
By what?
More than a half mile, that's by. There she is, the top. It's a 2-tree parking lot. Good job, honey.
We're at 5,260. We need to get down to like 3.75.
What time is it? Oh, we should do this.
140.
140?
Mm-hmm.
So we still have 30 something miles to go?
Mm-hmm. Having fun yet?
After our lunchtime chatter, I grabbed some nearby litter that I simply couldn't ignore. It exists even in the remotest areas of 5,260 feet. And then it was time to hit the road again.
216 back on trail. 36 miles to home. Well, it's not super fast, but it's downhill. Hold on. What?
Why are you so slow?
This road sucks, man.
You're going like 3 times slower.
Maybe it's because I'm listening to music, huh?
I don't know, but we're not gonna get home till like 10 o'clock if you're going this fast.
Okay. I'll stop listening because it's like slow and relaxing music. I'm going slower on the downhill.
Yeah, you're going really slow.
It must have been the music. It was like la-di-da, strummity strum. I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice. I didn't know it was going that much slower. Okay, bye.
Truth be told, I was starting to get pretty tired. And it wasn't for another 20 minutes when I realized my bike was in full suspension mode, making things even more taxing.
Okay, I figured it out. I was in full squish mode. And I probably climbed the whole morning in full squish. Is it squishing again?
Carly, it's 3 o'clock. You're moving at 6 miles an hour.
It was in full squish. It was in full squish the whole day.
We're going downhill. You should be pushing way faster.
Well, I'm tired.
Well, you're going 6 miles an hour. That's how fast we were climbing in there.
Well, I just shifted it into rigid, so that'll help. I noticed speed going.
You need to push like 10 miles an hour and we'll be done in 3 hours. Keep going this pace and we won't be done until 9 o'clock.
Okay, well here's the thing. I'm petering. So you're asking.
Peter faster if you are on the bike longer.
I will keep. I don't know. Like I'm just tired. But it wasn't full squish.
With rigid mode locked in and that pep talk behind me, I pedaled into the afternoon. As I'm editing these videos and watching these playback, I'm feeling bad for myself. Let's give myself an extra boost and add a killer motivational jam to get me on down the trail. Go me, go! Let's see what Coach says now.
I think I've probably pooped myself up. Riding in full squish on day 3.
50 miles yet.
How many miles are gone? How many miles are gone?
50. 48 after.
On day 3? I've never done any of it.
We're going downhill, hon.
It's a very
Sloppy.
road. Very bumpy. I can't find the line. It's like going through sand.
Gotta find some food.
I mean, I'm just trying. I'm going.
Pace we're going, we're not gonna home from.
Well, I can get home at 9, and you're gonna give me directions.
Just follow 18 all the way in.
What will happen?
Hopefully I recommend it.
Okay. That's it? Just follow 18? How will I know when I get to junctions?
I don't know. Follow the sign.
Okay.
I'm just keeping the pace that keeps us home in like 3 hours.
It's just straight, right? There's no turns on your map?
Nope, pretty straight. Mostly downhill.
There won't be any turns.
I can't push it a little more going downhill.
I don't know either, but it's what I've got. Maybe I can't sweat properly because of all this sunscreen.
A bit of a climb. It's 5 miles.
Did I check these things again? Okay, that seems pretty good. Yeah. So we're breaking apart?
Put some pep in your stomach.
I don't have any more.
You do.
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
Nope. I mean, I'll move all the way home, but I don't have any more pep. I've been trying since I figured out the squish thing, and this is as best as I got.
Downhill. Stop spinning. Keep it like
I mean, it helps when I can be close to you because I can see the line.
Well, then keep up. I'm not going any faster than we've been going all week.
And I can't keep up, so then that's I think slowing me down a bit too. But once we hit a different road, that'll help.
Hey, 50 miles for the day.
50? I think there's anything stuck in my brake pad or something. No. 50?
Yep.
Damn. It does feel like the back is heavier. Once you said, keep up. And we're going 65 today? How many?
75.
You told me you got 25 miles to go, huh? Oh, does it say anything about when we get to the red velvet?
Don't go right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at some point you could just go and drive back for me. Well, I mean, I'm planning on it.
It's in between here where it's too long on the bike and you're gonna fuck it up and run out of time.
I know.
And run out of water.
I know, let's go.
The thought of running out of water puts the pep right back in my step.
Hi. Constant rodeo, killing me.
This section of our ride was by far the most challenging for me. While my muscles felt fine and were happy to keep going, my legs by this point had generally lost their speediness and were happy to go at lollygag pace the rest of the way home. Unfortunately, daylight and much more pressing was our dwindling water supply that was pushing us on. Further complicating things was an extreme soreness in my sit bones on the bike saddle, made worse by each bump in the road, and fatigue in my back, neck, and shoulders, which was something I had anticipated, as I had chose the only water carry option I have at home, my 3-liter Camelback backpack to carry on my back for this 3-day adventure. But nevertheless, I had expected a challenge. I had wanted a challenge. Bring it on, trail. I love a good mental and physical challenge. And as you can see, the mental game was where I was beginning to struggle here at this point in our ride. Perhaps this is a good time to wrap on my spiel about mental training for long-distance events.
It's my belief that while everyone certainly has their own challenges, struggles, demons, whatever you want to call it, to work through, I've often thought that endurance athletes may have a bit more to sort through, hence the insanity of some of these ultra marathons, long distance through hiking. I think it takes a special someone to do that. I've heard from bright, shiny, loud things. YouTube, TV, you just name it. Maybe it's substances. Who knows? Whatever is your distraction of choice, no judgment. But physical outlet is, in my opinion, by far the best way to work shit out versus other ways that are more numbing and distracting. Especially long distance stuff. You can go for a short run or a short day bike ride. You may not get there in your mind, especially if you're around friends or a group ride. All this to say, personally, for me, I've spent probably since 2015 really
shifting towards a better mind-body balance. As you can see, I've spent all my life channeling the physical outlets. So many runs. Lots and lots of biking. Hiking, hiking, hiking. Taking time to hang out. And this has been since forever, since I was a kid. Something tells me it's the same for Erin too. High school involved a lot of Walkman time and rollerblades. My cassette tapes were always Green Day and country music, mixtapes. Some swimming and lots more running. Bought this bike the day after I finished grad school. Did a couple marathons. And the best thing ever, I found a flash mob group that by dancing we raised money for local charities. We danced and popped up all over town. Baseball games, First Friday art walks, company picnics, tailgates. We raise thousands of dollars of money every year for a local homeless shelter and spread tons of joy while doing so. And then I got into mountain biking. It changed my life. It gave me confidence in a way none of the other activities ever quite did. Lots and lots of volunteering. And while I've thoroughly enjoyed all of these activities, there's always been a part of me that's wondered, what am I running from? What if I just sat still and listened? What would I find? Turns out this practice is harder for me than the marathons, mountain bike rides, everything combined. It was time to find that elusive mind-body balance.
That's when I started shifting towards working on my mental game, which is, if you're gonna do any sort of long distance event, whatever that is for you, that could be a 5K, or it could be an ultra marathon, or for me this weekend, something I've never attempted is this trip. You have to have a mental game. So for me, that's been practicing meditation and mindfulness, yoga, journaling, a good therapist, getting that presence of mind to mind your mind, practicing just as much as I would do a training run or some time with some weights, core, get to a place of ease with all the things that are rattling around up there, which we stuff down. And I think has come up big time this last year for a lot of people. I'm grateful I've had some pre-work done since 2015 to enter 2020, but it sure certainly challenged me too. I had to go back to some of the basics. Mental game, work on that in your real life before you hit. It'll make your big event. You'll be stronger to push through the challenges and the obstacles that will come your way. And also, it'll help you be really present for the joys of the moments that you'll have on trail or in the race. I heard 47% of our time is thinking about the past or the future, almost half of our time. And then we're sleeping, so really, be present. All right, my thought. See you down the trail.
Finally, after that long slog, the landscape opened up to familiar home territory. Energized by the Cascade Mountain Range greeting us in the distance, Mount Bachelor and the Three Sisters just on the horizon, my legs began to spin faster. Maybe I couldn't listen to music while I was on the trail. Let's cue it up now and bring this ride on home.
I could kiss it. I'm pretty sure I could kiss that asphalt. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Oh. Oh. I could cry. I might cry right now. I think I could cry. I'm so happy. I take back all the mean things I said about pavement. And every single bump was like, oh, so much better. We're flying now. We're no longer crawling. Oh, look at that. And we're not being rodeoed the whole time. I think I recognize that hill. Home is within reach. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, just, we can do this. 6:10 p.m. at our friendly local convenience store. That was a good ride.
One more thing to do to complete the day.
From the top of the trail. Where? We did it. Honey, I'm so grateful.
Still have like 8 blocks to go.
It's better than that half a mile. Just a half
mile. Exactly.
No, it wasn't.
And you notice that we hit the green mile marker, and we didn't hit the next one until about halfway after.
Biking the last 8 blocks home, I really soaked it all in, slowly reintegrating myself back into civilization. The sound and smell of sprinklers on the front lawns of the homes we biked by, the enticing smells of the Memorial Day barbecues wafting over the fences, the sound of laughter from families and children playing in the yards, traffic roaring past. I was silently saying goodbye to the trail and all of its gifts as I pedaled further and further away from it, leaving behind the sound of day-long birdsong. Purple butterflies dancing in the wind, following me along the toughest parts of the trail, and I believe, cheering me on.
And there's a purple butterfly. Hello.
The smell of piney dirt trail, made somehow pinier by the warm sun.
Scenery is beautiful and it's okay. Oh, and it smells good. Smells like a candle.
The taste of my food.
Best banana ever!
The 360 degrees of natural landscape wrapped around me, from towering trees to star-sprinkled night skies, brilliantly bright moonlight, to the feel of submerging myself into a cool mountain creek after a long day's ride.
The trees looked like that when we went to bed. And then, like, I don't know, a couple hours later I woke up and I looked up and, like, just sprinkled with stars. So magical.
The trail's gifts were truly magnificent and continue to surround and buffer me from city life, even to this day, nearly 3 weeks later. It was the best trip of my life so far and will not be something I'll soon forget. We hope you enjoyed following along with us on our third and final day of bikepacking the first half of the Oregon Outback Trail. I personally cannot wait to take on the second half of this amazing route soon, which will take us from our front door in Bend and finishing at the Columbia River Gorge. Until then, happy trails, friends, and remember, life's a journey, so ride on.
Barbecues are making me want to jump the fence and steal people's Torture Memorial Day at like 6 o'clock. Oh, it smells divine. I think our fridge is like empty of like sad produce. Oh, smell it. Oh, it smells so good. Oh.